Hello guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we're going to check out the new update for the Boss Katana MK2. So with this new update we have two new pedals, the Boss Heavy Metal and the Boss Metalcore. I'm going to start to use the clean channel to begin with because it makes more sense for me to test the pedal on a clean bass. So it already has a lot of distortion. I'm going to back it up a little bit, put this at noon sort of. Okay, and effect level around here. I'm using this Solar with Duncan Solar pickups, and let's see how it sounds. I'm recording via my Sennheiser E906 and it's straight into Logic, no post-processing, nothing at all. So on the bridge pickup, the HM2, I mean, with the drive at 32. It really doesn't chug this way. These pedals are meant to be drive much harder. So I'm going to increase the drive here. We still have that bug on the in Tone Studio, where I have to move Tone Studio in order for the knobs to move with more drive. Could be cool to experiment with other channels, of course, the crunch lead and the brown, and add this pedal as a booster. But right now I'm just interested in here what the pedal does on the clean channel. Regarding my EQ, I have a high cut around 8 kHz, okay? So let's go back to the pedal, booster, increase more the gain, let's mix it up. It's better to see how it sounds. Let's increase the tone here and decrease a little bit the bottom end and see how it sounds right now. Whoa, totally different. It's not exactly the tone I'm looking at. I'm going to decrease the tone, leave it like this. It sounds okay, sounds good. Of course it doesn't chug because it's just a pedal on the clean channel. If we try, just for the sake of it, to go into the brown channel, for example, which has a lot of distortion by itself, and just add a little bit of this, let me reduce the level and see how it sounds right now. Not too good. Volume down here, increase the level here. Let me check it out now. Without it first. Okay, it was cutting some distortion. Let's increase distortion here. This is not the best channel to use it because it sounds a little bit fuzzy. Let's put this back to 0 and see what we can do. Effect level also increase and take a little bit of distortion here. Kind of cool tone. Let's engage the variation mode, just see what happens. And we have complete chaos. So with other channels, let me put this on crunch, you have to tailor your EQ and stuff like that to make it sound the best. From what I can see, let me put the drive maxed out here on the crunch channel, see what happens. I haven't touched the EQ, physical knobs there. It also goes into fuzz territory. So to start off with the clean channel, I think it's the best way to listen to the pedal. Okay, let's go for another pedal, the metal core. Take the drive out. There are the two last pedals here in the booster. Metal core, just by like this. Much more scoop. Already has some drive. Let's check out. The level went down. Let's put it louder. Well, we have lots of bass pumping. I don't know if you guys could hear that. I'm gonna reduce the bass here a lot because there's a lot of bass. Better this way. Let me increase the presence a little bit. We are in the vintage mode. Sounds really cool. Let's increase the drive. Let's see what happens. Very mid scoop, like the real one, but you almost can chug a little more level, a little more distortion. Let's max out the distortion and increase a little bit the treble. You can chug on this pedal by its own on a clean channel, I think. The bass goes up very fast with the drive. Let me put the variation mode and see what happens. No, not good for this one. Let's go here and increase the treble, turn out the mids a little bit, turn out the bass a little bit even more, and see how it sounds. This is a huge fat tone. Lots of bass. I would go into DQ and low cut it pretty high because there's lots of bass pumping on the amp. Very noisy, but I really like the tone. I think it's very interesting. Let's put this a little bit up. Nice suppressor. You can get a pretty kind of a Pantera tone, the basics or the fundamental tone starting from the pedal itself. Which is kind of cool because then you had some parametric EQ and other stuff, and maybe you get similar tones to Pantera. Don't know, this will be ideal to play live with this tone by itself. If you have two guitars, one would have to have more mids because it would get buried, whatever it say, on the mix. You know, it's very mid scoop. Let's turn on, increase the mids here just to see what happens. In this case, you really have to go parametric EQ because, I don't know, you can't choose the Q you want, alright? Like narrow Q. And will stand out a little bit more. Too much. Well, sure is powerful. Let's go back to and let's try this pedal drive at 0 with the brown channel. I like to make this experience because usually I use a tube screamer. And let's check how it sounds just by itself, like this. Well, let's put it DQ back where it was, sort of. And okay, let's see how it sounds, the brown channel just by itself. Cool. With the booster, well, now I'm really enjoying it. When we reduce the effect level, increase the drive, take a little bit here, increase the volume, see what we have. Well, too much volume. So I get the idea. I think it sounds really cool. What about on the lead channel? Okay, I think this will do. This demo will do for the new pedals on the Boss Katana MK2, the metal zone, the metal core and the heavy metal. I believe the metal core sounds better to me because you can really use it effectively with the brown channel, where I use stuck up normally some booster like Tube Screamer or something like Overdrive. And the HM2, the heavy metal one, sort of weird on the brown channel because it really makes it fuzzy. And I actually prefer to listen to it on the clean channel. To fatten some guitar that you might have on your mix or something like that. With the variation mode, you can do whatever you want. So there's a lot to explore here. I hope you guys enjoyed this demo of the new pedals. Go update your software. I'll leave a link on the description of the video. It's very easy to update and you get 2 new pedals and some bug fixes. But the pedals I think are very realistic and sound pretty good on a recording situation, on a mix situation. You're gonna get great results, and it's a great addition to already the bunch of pedals that you have to choose from on the Boss Katana MK2. Many thanks for watching, guys. Please stay safe and please subscribe to my YouTube channel and stay tuned for the next video. Cheers!